Right. I'm attorney Gloria Allred. I represent Jane Doe number 2 in the LA County District Attorney's criminal case, People versus Darren Sharper.
Can you turn this way just a little bit, or
Okay.
step back?
Yeah.
I don't want
I thought he said look at me.
No, look to the center.
middle.
Look to the center.
There you go.
So
Nice try.
this morning it was a hearing to determine whether or not Darren Sharper was going to be continued in custody or whether he would be released in bail. Last time in court, the issue was whether he should be released. Bail has been set in LA County, and ordinarily if he could post that bail, he would be released. But last time the district attorney's office argued that Louisiana had arrested him, and that therefore, because they had him on a no bail warrant, that he should not be released in LA County. However, it was clear at the last hearing that Louisiana had not sought to file charges, that he was, that an arrest warrant had been issued, but there was no indictment and no charges filed. So the court had a concern, continued the hearing till today. Today it appeared that Louisiana still has not filed charges. So therefore, the court was ready to release Darren Sharper on bail today. However, yesterday it became clear that Arizona now has indicted Mr. Sharper on similar charges, similar to the issues that he's facing on charges in LA. And because they have charged him, and the court said that it's clear that they are seeking to extradite him to Arizona, the court has chosen not to release him on bail at this time. So he remains in custody. My client is happy that he's still in custody and that he is not being released. I mean, our concern is for her safety and for her welfare, both emotionally and physically, so I'm very happy that he's still in custody. Another hearing is now set for March 24th at 2 p.m. To determine at that time whether or not he should be released. But that's the present status of the case. This has now escalated. There appear to be 4 states involved. California has priority because California filed its case first. Louisiana has its arrest warrant. Arizona has its indictment. There are reports that Florida also may also be pursuing a case against Mr. Sharper. So it's interesting that the defense apparently took a position early in the case that certain of the allegations were consensual. I guess we'll have to see what the facts are, but I think this has to be taken very seriously now that there are allegations by women in 4 states. And of course it would be taken very seriously if it were only LA County. LA County has a policy that its case goes first, that this case was filed first here in LA County. I certainly hope that's the case.
So even if he's indicted in Arizona, he has to wait out the LA thing, or is he going to be going back and forth at the same time, or is the attorney's going to be going back and forth?
The court indicated that it is clear that he has been indicted in Arizona, and the court also said this morning that that Arizona is seeking extradition of Mr. Sharper to Arizona. The defense indicated that that was not their belief, that they did not believe that Arizona was seeking extradition. The court made it clear that it's the court's understanding that, in fact, Arizona is seeking extradition. Nevertheless, it's the policy of the LA County DA's office, as articulated numerous times this morning and the last hearing, that they feel they have a right to have their case tried first. Their case has priority.
Characterize this for us. That we have a situation here where a man is accused of being a serial rapist of a massive consequence and using drugs as his MO.
It's very, very serious. And I don't know of any other case like this right now where someone is facing accusations in 4 states, and we don't know if that's the end of it or not. We don't know if it'll be only 4 states. Of course, he has a right to be presumed innocent unless and until he's proven guilty in a court of law. But it's very, very serious. And I just want to make it very clear that if any person gives a controlled substance or any drug to a woman or to any other person, even a man, and then sexually assaults them, there is no consent by the person who has received that drug unwittingly. There is no consent to have sex, because if a person cannot consent because they are under the influence of a drug, a narcotic, or alcohol, if they can't consent, then you should figure that the answer is no. And that if you proceed at your own risk of being accused of and possibly charged with rape or sexual battery, and to using a drug to accomplish those acts. So, you know, those who are out there in the dating world, you're operating at your own peril, and you better be very cautious, because this is not a joke and it's not a game. It's literally a criminal case if, in fact, that's what you're doing or intend to do or have done.
Well, based on what your client has told you and what you've also read in the other cases, the pattern is what?
I can't disclose what my client has told me. Based on reports, I mean, the allegations from 4 different states are very, very similar, and they have to do with using certain drugs, such as Ambien, or other drugs, and then committing a sexual battery or sexual assault after the alleged victim is unconscious as a result of having consumed that drug. So that's very, very serious. And, you know, it used to be called date rape. I think now we have enough consciousness to understand it's just plain rape or sexual battery, if in fact it's supported by the facts.
Is it 5 women total who have come forward?
I'm really losing track of how many women there are. There are many. And, you know, in the same way that in the case against Mayor Fuller, it was hard to keep track of how many women because there were so many women coming forward. Right now we've got 4 states, and we don't know if the end is in sight.
And do you, quick question, do you agree that with the judge that he shouldn't be put on house arrest, or that he should stay in custody?
The judge didn't say that he should be put.
No, that he should not.
Oh, it should not. The defense argued that he should be released on bail, placed on house arrest with a GPS monitor. No, I think he should remain in custody of the LA